Another edition of State of the Black Man, Vanguardian 650 coming at you live. Well, at least in the flesh. But once again, the State of the Black Man, always a controversial topic. If you haven't caught part 1, please check it out. Then you got part 2 there. Check that out. And when I say State of the Black Man, it's more or less a self-examination within the brotherhood of the black male. If you hear any noise around here, people are still partying. They have a birthday party celebrating up here for one of my good friends and stuff, so it's kind of winding down. But people, you know how people just don't leave, they gotta wind down, talk. That's just where we at right now. But anyway, it was a good party though. For a Thursday night. But yeah, again, State of the Black Man. It's more like self-pride. Your pride, or you know, the false pride, I call it. And all that is just standing and fighting standing on the heel. You know, that's something that doesn't have to necessarily be the end all be all. You know, you want to stand on something. Now all of a sudden, let's say a parking spot or the last piece of chicken or something like that. I'm just saying any little thing that people just ready to die on the hill for. You know what I mean? Something that you would think that's just so minute, but to others, it becomes a life and death situation. And when it becomes a life and death situation, then that makes it cruddy all the way around the board. You know what I mean? Because people would just, every frustration that they might have in their flesh and within them, it's gonna rear its ugly head. You know, and you might be the victim or the unfortunate person to catch all that venom and zeal once it, you know, like a volcano, once it erupts, you know, the volcano eruption, then, you know, you don't know where it can go. You might think it's something very minute, man, it's not that big deal, and then boom, it is a big deal to them. They want to take it out on you today. Self-pride, I mean, what do you call it? False pride. That's part of the false pride. A lot of brothers have got caught up and perished under that false pride situation. We got to get it together. We really do. And it's been decades, and it's the same old vicious cycle. You stepped on my shoes. You stepped on my AJs. You bumped me. You looked at me. With a certain glare. I didn't like it the way you looked at me. And we ready to go to war with each other over something that's very minute and insignificant. You know, I mean, are we that hurt that we really just not ready to attack the person who's really putting the blame on you, or really giving you the whip every day, mental lashes? You know what I'm saying? You really need to take it out on someone that looks exactly like you, who's going through the same situation that you might be going through. And yes, there's frustration on both sides, but let's start working it out. You know, we shouldn't be each other's enemy. But we make it easy. We'll find any excuse just to go to war with each other or to tear each other down, which I think is very self-destructive. It's been that way for years. And so my question is to the black man is, when do we stop bickering with each other and start doing something a little bit more productive, you know, as far as our families, our circle, our communities, being more productive and putting that positive energy into projects that are productive, whether it's a car wash drive or whatever, yard sales. People like yard sales for some situations. They still like these yard sales. Whether it's anything, you know, a cookout or something. any little disagreement doesn't have to be like I said, the end all be all. I don't have to take someone's life because we didn't agree with the barbecue sauce. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying it jumps off just like that. Someone takes the last Coke or the ice or the last beer, and next thing you know, I'm ducking bullets just to get to my car for refuge. You dig what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that way. I shouldn't have to fear another black man at all. There should be one common bond with us. We all we got. I gotta look out for you. You should look out for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though we strangers, but we enter any room, we might not know each other. We should know one thing: we got each other's back if something just happens to jump off. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's always like that, man, and it's like that on the other side too. That's just called human nature. We're comfortable with people that we're comfortable with. You know what I mean? And that's not it shouldn't be an issue to anybody. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's been plenty of times that we have gotten to certain circles and we don't feel, they made us feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Even though they give us the invite, they make it sure we are uncomfortable. They make sure that we're felt like we're not welcome. And that's just the way it is. All because of skin tone. I look different from you. My hair is different from yours. My culture is different from yours. People don't like to embrace other people's cultures. Now they saying, well, you need to conform to the culture here. And that's fine. We could do that, but you shouldn't have to look down on my background because I'm not looking down on your background. So when I say, the state of the black man, it's just my sense of, as a people, as a brotherhood, how can we get past this obvious self-hatred towards each other? Or I don't know whether it's hatred, competitiveness. There's nothing wrong with being competitive, but not to the point where we have to destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? We're so much stronger together and working together. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can't be the drum major. Everybody can't be the leader. And I'm not saying you just play your position, but we have to recognize what's working for us. And what our strong suits are until we get to that level. You know what I'm saying? And that takes some experience. So that's what I'm saying. When I say message to the state of the black man, it's about our health, mental health, our outlook, being visionary, seeing what the future might hold for us as a people, as a community, and also being able to have pride, but not take it to a point where I have to get rid of you in order for me to succeed. I think that's a failed. It hasn't worked. It's self-destructive, and it shouldn't be allowed to continue to be accepted or go unchecked. So we have to talk about it, and take a deep self-dive into our mental state and our psychology to figure out, okay, well, we can do this all day, gun for gun, knife for knife, and all that. How do we mentally get past all of that, that bravado or that violent tendencies, in order to just have a conversation, have a sit down, and discuss these issues like real men? So that's always the secret sauce, so to speak. How to get to that secret sauce. But we're gonna get into that on another video. I just thought I'd jump on here and just discuss these series that I'm doing as far as the state of the black man. It's not to make a mockery out of the situation. It's just to have some type of honesty and just have a conversation, a dialogue. Anyway, that's it. That's my time. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. Vanguardian 650. I'm out. Peace.